Valley, Texas, the Sahawi dancers. We took almost 70 dancers to the World Scout Jamboree at the summit in Virginia, and we performed 4 shows there and 11 shows along the way back. What a year 2019 was at the World Scout Jamboree here in America, Virginia. We were gone for 2 long weeks, and we did spend a few days at the Jamboree, but we didn't have to pay. We were kind of brought in as entertainment. We even got fed a little bit, but we had a ball. We got to visit all the stuff, kind of adventures that kids can have when they join together to create something. And so we danced. Then in 2020, looked like things were going pretty good, and more of the news we heard about this virus, COVID-19. We put a jersey on it, gave it a number. Number 19. And it shut down almost everything in the whole world, and we lost so many beautiful people. Freddie Toledo, our Indian friend from Amos Pueblo who lived in Amarillo, who worked with these kids and taught them for 4 decades. Freddie was so loved by so many. He passed away to COVID. Many of our leaders and old friends and old timers passed away to COVID. It was real, and I know in this audience there are so many painful places in your hearts where you lost people today. It was hard on our nation. And then somehow the vaccines and stuff worked and we're past it, and now we're rebuilding. But I think most of us have noticed it's not the same. I can't figure it out. I'd like to write a little article on it, but I don't know what it is. You can't just go back to where you were. The rules are different. The screws don't fit the holes. The tires don't fit the wheels. Maybe you've noticed that too. Something is a little different, and we are recreating the world in a new way. And all of us are a part of that. We'd like to end our show with the story of an eagle caught in a trap. Much like the young men and young ladies here are the eagles of our future. An eagle can soar very high with his keen eyesight. They say it could read a newspaper a mile away. I don't know how they figure that out, but I guess there are ways with optics. But an eagle can, soaring high above, can see small movement on the ground. And when he's soaring along up there and he sees something that looks like food down there, this little genetic voice in his head says, "Get it, baby, get it." And he folds his wings and he falls from hundreds, thousands of feet in the sky, faster and faster, traveling at over 100 miles an hour, guiding himself with his tail feathers. And he swoops down and curves over his prey, throws out his great wings, his air brakes, grabs his prey with his claws, and hangs on and jerks him off the ground and flies the food home to the nest. Some of you may have seen the same video of an eagle trying to catch a deer, hooking his claws in the deer and trying to fly off with it. Now that's courage, that's bravery, that's optimism. It didn't work, but at least he's trying. And we all need that kind of a spirit in our life of giving our best. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. If you don't ask, oh, she'd never go with me to the prom. She's too pretty and I'm too ugly. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. You do have a dream that maybe no anyway, but you have a chance if you have the courage to just ask. Don't kill yourself. Don't kill your dreams. Have the courage to be you. And if the answer is no, that's respected. Because right over there, oh, there's Alice Marie. Ask Alice Marie. And if the answer is no, keep going. You can make things happen because you what? Don't quit. Don't be afraid to try, and don't quit. Don't be afraid that you can never be an Eagle Scout. Be an Eagle Scout anyway. Set your mind to it, as you just did, that you're going to do it. You don't have to be in a hurry, but you got to get it done before you're 18. Don't just work your way through it. Work your way through it joyfully. And learn this stuff and do it well. Don't be a, well, I've done it type of deal. achieve excellence on your journey to Eagle Scout. I think you can imagine how this proud bird of the skies would imagine if he found himself trapped on the ground. One of the hunting techniques of the Eagle Catcher Society was to dig a trench in the ground large enough for an eagle catcher, a man, to get down in, and they would cover it